Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Hey, it's Wayne, halftoflip.com. It's me again. I would think you guys were getting sick of me. Not too bad today. Really didn't do much. Still working on getting all the titles done in the big store. So, of course, that's an ongoing adventure. But I think we're getting close to the end. I worked on it again this morning. And instead of working mainly on pushing the locations up to the front, I worked on, I touched on it a little bit in the last video about how I used to put the gender in the front. So I've got that moved out, and then I've got the brands all moved forward. I had probably 100, 150 of those. So I'm getting down to the end of those, which is awesome. So all I have to do is move the rest of the locations forward, and then I'm done. But I touched on it the last time I started really working on it heavy. I got a lot of traffic when I was updating my titles. I took about a week off when I was updating them and just did them here and there instead of really hard. Me and my wife have both been doing it very hard for the last couple days. And we went from 2 orders the other day, I think 2, I forget what it was, to 9 today, and then 1 before I woke up for this morning's. So definitely makes a huge difference going in there and dinkering with the listings. So I definitely have to come up with some kind of plan to be able to dinker all the time in them, because if I'm tripling and quadrupling the amount of sales that I'm having just by messing with the titles, I'm gonna mess with the titles. So it obviously throws them back up to the top. Now, what I did notice, though, out of dinkering with the titles is that, yes, I'm getting sales, but it is most definitely increasing the amount of promotions that are sold. So I normally sell 1 or 2 items. Yesterday, I sold 4 items that were promoted listings. So I think I ended up paying $9 or something like that for promoted listings yesterday. So a sale is sale. I mean, I'm not complaining about it. If you're going to plan on dinkering in there, and don't be surprised if you're paying more to eBay, because it's just your promoted listings that get triggered. But hey, I'm fine with it, or I wouldn't have set my promotions that high in the first place. So awesome. I'm gonna do it again. I might lay off for a couple weeks and do it really hard again and see if I'm getting the same results. But the last 2 times that I've done it heavily and edited a couple hundred listings, I've sold double and quadruple the amount of that I normally do. So either people are already off for Easter and I was totally wrong in thinking that it wasn't going to be a good holiday, or again, dinkering with it really worked. So I'm going to dinker more until somebody proves me wrong. So that's what we did yesterday, and how good we did yesterday. I forgot to write out, share with you what I actually sold. Surprisingly, I sold a lot of coats and jackets and pants, jeans. But it could be the fact that I do have them on a discount. I think I have 30% off on winter clothing. So it could have been a reason why those sections were heavy, and not just because they're selling right now. Because I don't know why anybody would be buying coats right now, spring coming in. So, but I have been. I sold coats yesterday, and I sold coats again today. So, well, on today's orders. So that's what we're doing. Tomorrow, hike day. So I'm super pumped. The plan is to get up around 4:30. I'm gonna go ahead and run my orders out immediately and get those taken care of. I want to get everything that I can done immediately, and then I gotta make sure I have everything because we're gonna be gone for a couple days. So last thing I want to be is out in the middle of nowhere with no underwear. So I got to make sure I double check everything and make sure everything's cool and legit before we go. I'm probably not going to be able to hit. I wanted to do some measurements today, and my mom had a dentist appointment, so she came later than normal, and I'm not going to be able to. But I did take some time. And I do my eBay quite different than most people. I pay for the auctions and my monthly subscription, and there's a lot of people who don't do auctions. I have the premium store and I get 500 of them. The first thing I do is I try to use my auctions. Now, I don't use them quite like most people. I don't put items out there for cheap and hope that they sell high. I put them out there for the cost that I would as a buy it now. And the event that I misjudge the price and I get my money on the auction. So if I was going to put it out for $14.99 and it really was a $30 item, my theory is that hopefully the auction will subsidize my ignorance about the cost of the item and that it will get bid up to that $30 mark. I've had some very much that I put out for 12 and went for, $17, $18, $19 and higher. I've had a few that went higher than that I just didn't know what the price was. So I might change my model again. I definitely don't want to give stuff away. I have 500 listings. That's normally my goal, or 500 auctions, excuse me. And that's normally my goal for the month, is to try to get that amount out. So I have come up with a price structure so that I can eliminate having to look up all the items all the time. There's definitely a few that I know that I'll have to look up, but if I miss them, I'm hoping that the auctions, like normal, will catch those blunders that I might put out there. And if not, I don't really care. I know the base price on the items because of the my cost invested in the item to actually make a very good profit. And as long as I go by that, if I sell a really nice sweater for that amount, I'm still making quite a bit of money. So yes, I might have been able to make more money by holding it here, but I think I need to try to figure out a better rotation on getting product to move. And that is definitely why I'm going back through right now and editing a lot of the listings that I had originally put in from when I wasn't as experienced as I am now. So there's a lot of stuff in there that old photos, so it's very easy to be able to pick out. And of course, again, like I said yesterday, when an item that normally sells for $8 is in there for $25, they're extremely easy to pick out and adjust. So I adjusted a lot of those. I want to go back through it again, and I'm gonna fine tune my big store. I have my second store extremely streamlined and fine-tuned because that's how I set it up beforehand, and I really think that I'm going to open up another one very soon. I want to max out my premium store and my second store, and then I'll be opening up another one very shortly. So, and that will be fully experimental because I I think I got some stuff figured out, and I want to play around with it a little bit first and see how well it rolls. And of course, I'll share what I find. So that's today. Gonna be an awesome weekend. I hope everybody has a great holiday. Later. Unfortunately, all good things have to come to an end, and here we are. So if you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you'd like to continue to follow my journey, make sure you subscribe. So until then, I'll catch you on the flip side. Good night. Goodbye. See you later. Toodaloo.